Hey, honey. How's Orville doing?
Oh, he's still unconscious.
You know, Chad's waiting for him to wake up so he can ask him more about his past.
Well, no one's going to know anything until Orville comes to, and even then, there is no guarantee that he's going to be coherent.
You know, I hope he just gets it together long enough so he can help Chad out. You know, the old guy's been around a long time. I bet he knows a lot of secrets about everyone.
I'm sure he does.
The door was open, Coach Russell. I couldn't help but overhear. So, still no news on Orville?
No, Chad, I'm sorry. But if Orville comes to and knows anything, I'm sure my wife will let you know. I know Mrs. Russell's doing everything to help Orville get well. Well enough to clue you in on your past.
I hope so. Man, I used to think I knew who I was, where I came from. Yo, but ever since I crossed paths with Orville, man, I don't even know which way is up anymore, much less who Chad Harris is.
And the past can consume you if you let it. You just have to keep on keeping on.
I hear you, Coach. Thanks. So, what was it you wanted to see me about?
Well, I just want to make sure the audio equipment for the dance is ready on New Year's Eve.
All right. Will do.
All right.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Chief Bennett.
Hey, Chad. How's it going?
Well, everything is everything. See you guys later.
All right. All right, I know that look. What's wrong?
Word is a man known as Martin Fitzgerald is heading back east. If he crosses paths with Luis.
Anything could happen.
Luis came back from Santa Fe pretty much convinced that Fitzgerald was his father. A man who abandoned his family when he was accused of stealing money from the Cranes. To say that Luis hates him, I think is putting it mildly.
You think seeing Luis made Fitzgerald want to come back to Harmony and take his punishment? Maybe try to reconnect with Pilar and his kids?
I doubt it. I mean, Fitzgerald did all he could to elude Luis down in New Mexico. I mean, why would he want to turn around now and be a sitting duck for the Cranes?
That's a good point. Because as you know, the Cranes do not forgive or forget.
If Fitzgerald came back to Harmony, I mean, there's no telling what the repercussions would be for Pilar, Luis, Teresa, and Miguel, for that matter. Even someone vaguely connected to the Cranes stands a risk of being burnt by them.
Yeah? Just like Ivy Crane burned you and Grace on Christmas Eve.
Ivy set me up, TC. She planned that kiss to come between Grace and me.
Sammy, you're preaching to the choir. I know that you've never cheated on Grace. And it's a good thing that she trusts you enough not to have gotten suspicious.
Still, I'm not taking any chances. I've already told Grace that we're not going to go to any more parties at the Cranes. I'm not even going to set foot in the Crane mansion until Ivy gets it in her head that what we had is over. There's no way in hell that I'm going to let Grace be hurt by Ivy Crane.
With you, but as you know, anybody who gets involved with the Cranes gets burned.
TC, I know you have something against Julian. What it is and why you won't tell me is your business. Hey, buddy, but when you do, I'll be there for you too.
Sammy, I know I shouldn't say this in front of a cop, but if I ever get the proof I believe about Julian Crane, that's one dead man.
TC, you don't mean that.
Like hell I don't.
Equipment's checked out and ready to go, Coach.
Thanks, Chad.
If you don't need me for nothing else, I was gonna head on over to the hospital, see how Orville's doing.
It's fine by me.
Chad, has Orville indicated what it is he knows about you?
Nah, not yet. I just keep hoping he'll wake up with his head screwed on straight long enough for him to tell me everything. But, with Orville's track record, I ain't holding my breath, you know what I'm saying?
You know, Chad, I'm heading up to the hospital to take Eve to lunch. I'll give you a lift.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Look, I'll head over to the hospital too. If Orville regains consciousness, maybe he'll give me a clue of who the hit-and-run driver was.
I'm sure if Orville wakes up and says anything to Chad, he'll tell us what it is.
Yes, of course, you're right, TC.
So, is it going to be the four of us again for New Year's this year?
Absolutely.
Yes, of course.
Good, because I was telling TC earlier that Grace and I are going to be taking a little vacation away from any Crane parties.
Speaking of vacations, when are you and TC going to take that vacation that Alistair Crane gave you for Christmas?
The hospital benefit committee wants to present me with an award for Doctor of the Year.
Oh, great.
On New Year's Eve at the Seascape Restaurant.
Sweetheart, that's fantastic.
Congratulations.
Way to go, Eve.
Oh, Well, I guess that means it's gonna be just you and me for New Year's, huh?
Oh, Grace, no. She says I'm to bring TC and 2 other guests.
Hey.
So please, you two, you have to come with us.
We would love to.
You bet. We wouldn't miss seeing our best friend receiving this award for anything.
Millicent, my husband and I will be there, and we'll be bringing Sam and Grace Bennett. Well, thanks again. I can't tell you how much this means to me. Okay.
What a way to start the new year, huh? I bet this is just the first of many surprises.
Oh, well, you know, I better get home and figure out what I'm gonna wear.
You like going to fancy parties, don't you?
Well, you know, I guess I do at that. Who knows? Maybe I was a rich socialite like Ivy Crane before I lost my memory.
You know what? I don't know, and I don't care. But it's kind of nice of us to go to a fancy party without any of the Cranes.
I hear you.
Oh. Yeah.
I couldn't even get Orville to wake up, much less say anything.
Look, I know it's frustrating, Chad. I mean, we all want answers. I'm gonna have to wait and question Orville about that hit and run. Oh, yeah. Eve, again, congratulations on being named Harmony's Doctor of the Year. I'm sure the party in your honor at the Seascape Restaurant on New Year's Eve will be a memorable night for all of us.